With that, we come down to the staff activities, and I guess.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I would like to recognize Finance Director Tanya O'Connell, who's joined us today, and also introduce Mr. Horton Wally, who is our new Community Development Director. And he was very pleased to join us this morning and introduce himself. And Wally, we certainly look forward to working with you. And if you would like to say a few words, I'm sure the EDA will be pleased to hear from you.
Well, I mean, I think I would just echo that those feelings are mutual on my part. Looking forward to working with the Economic Development Authority, and really pleased to be here. It's been a 2-3 week period of kind of getting my feet wet. They're getting wet, so.
Okay.
You haven't seen wet yet. Wait till we get a good northeast wind.
Yeah, well, I've heard about that, which goes to the other point of trying to find a place to live that's, reasonably off from the water. I think off is probably not the proper term we use around here, but away or less low. Less low. I like that. But we're hoping to move as a family here, probably in June, kind of get my son through school year. So we're looking forward to it. It's very, very glad to be here. Most recently, we're living in West Point. I worked for King William County. Before that, I worked for Middlesex County. And 7 or 8 years ago, I was in Northern Virginia. So I remember seeing you in Middlesex. Yes. Yes. I think I know what that was in reference to now. Yeah, I thought I recognized the name. So it's good to see you.
What was your last name?
Horton.
Horton.
Yeah, Horton is
A good reference.
yeah, it's actually my favorite band. Thank you.
See, I'll relate
you,
that
Wally.
different because I thought about Horton being the vineyard up in where they
Horton's Vineyard,
and
a
a
good
really
one.
nice wine called Horton. So I said,
Yes,
I'll
there
get
is.
that.
I just wasn't going there, sir.
Certainly. I was going to say most recently, but actually it was a bit more past now. The Economic Development Office, we've been striving to make sure that we make contact and identify our home-based businesses in the city. And what we'd like to do is make sure that we make them aware of all the resources that we have in our office, also at a local, regional, and state level, to assist them as they begin their businesses and grow their businesses. And to that end, we had an event, an after-hours event, networking event at Surf's Up in September. And we had about 15 to 20 home-based businesses who joined us, and it was an excellent meeting and gave us a reason to believe we can build on that. And we'll be hosting another one in January and hoping to grow those meetings and identify even more businesses and make sure that we continue to connect on the home-based business side. Following that in October, early October, we were very pleased to have Mark Wilson, who was a nationally recognized retail, small merchant, restaurant consultant, who came to the city and provided some great insight, seminars, and resource materials for our business community, those folks in the trade area, and we had a great response to those particular activities on October 4th and 5th. Great attendance. Moreover, Mark also visited the businesses in the corridor, and I think it was very beneficial for them to get to meet Mark, and quite frankly for us to hear from Mark as well and get insight into cutting-edge ways to market in a small community. And we're going to continue to follow up with Mark, and we're going to have an additional meeting with the retail group in January. So both of those, we're very pleased to let the EDA know that we're working with those groups and continue to hopefully strengthen those relationships and support them in greater fashion.
So we have had a few ribbon cuttings starting back in September, since we had a meeting to address this. Since then, we had Cricket Wireless. I don't know if you've noticed that over there in the Farm Shopping Center. Island Antiquities open next to the thrift store, Parish Thrift Store. On the left-hand side, it's a little shop, but it's consignment, antiquity consignment is what they call it. And it's very cute shop, some Christmas items. You might want to check it out. And Bull Island Dogs and Cones down, used to be the Crab Cake House. Those are all previous ones. But on Thursday, everyone received an email. The Edward Jones office has moved into, right up right here. And they're having open house from 3 to 6. So we're having a ribbon cutting for them at 3:30 and a ribbon cutting for Barking Dog, which has been much anticipated, and they are open now. So at 4 o'clock, we're ribbon cutting for them also. So, update on our new businesses.
Thank you, Charity. Any director or comments?
Just a question, just a random question. I saw it on some social media. I heard the tattoo parlor got approved recently. Is that correct?
It went to planning commission last night, and they did recommend approval to the city council. Here at
Interesting.
So it's on its way to being approved, but certainly it hasn't been approved yet.
Thank you.
Additional? Hearing none, next month's meeting, we're going to, instead of doing it on January 2nd, coming in hot after the holiday, we're going to hold it on the second Tuesday on January 9th. Back here at 8:30. With that, if we can have a motion to adjourn.
I see the seafood, I'm sorry. I see the Seafood Festival and Holiday Parade agenda. There's
Yeah, sure, I'd be happy to address those. Oh, not at all, Mr. Chairman. We were blessed with wonderful weather at the Seafood Festival. One of our main goals is hoping that it doesn't rain, and it didn't rain. I think our civic groups did wonderfully as far as raising charitable revenue. Our attendance was certainly up, and everyone that we've talked to enjoyed the event. And again, that event is unique in the fact that it represents the fabric of Poquoson. I always say that we have 12,150 hosts, which represents the population of the city, who provide great forbearance and patience as we attempt to host 50,000 people over 3 days. And to all the community groups and the citizens and staff and volunteers and city departments who help. The only reason the event is successful, a credit due to all of those folks who all get in the same boat and we row together. So. Outstanding. Along those same lines, most recently, this previous Friday evening, we had the holiday parade, and my understanding is it was the largest of the nighttime parades that the city has sponsored in its 14-year history, and it was very well received. Miss Virginia USA, Poquoson High School graduate Ashley Volrath was our parade grand marshal. And City Council did a great job judging, and good time had by one and all. And once again, it didn't rain then either, for which we're equally grateful. Excellent question. Do not know that answer.
the best float.
Pause. Pause had a wonderful float, without question, and certainly was worthy of that award.
One thing, just I guess this is tangential, but it. An economic development sort of element to it. I was at the parade and I was amazed at the number of people that come to the area to attend that parade, residents and I mean, we often talk about how we draw from a greater market area to residents of Poquoson, but I mean, they're coming out to a Christmas parade kind of affiliating with the they're certainly shopping here and other
Very
things.
Good point, and they certainly are. I think a number of our businesses and restaurants leverage that event, and you see the restaurants are full and a lot of the shops are open. Poquoson Art League Holiday Gallery, that's an excellent point. It's that event also drives some economic benefit for the city as well as being a great community event.
So with that, I think we can adjourn. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.